I follow Celadon back to the elevator and up to the ground floor. He holds his hourglass, tapping on it gently, but it does nothing to stop the flow of the sand. We aren't dead yet, but we could die soon. Unless death decides to release our souls. Let us revive. We need to pass a trial to do that, as far as I understand it. The trials are designed to waste our time. Is it a trick then? Is there some other way to overcome this? I don't have enough information. I need to find out more about the rules of this place. Celadon breaks me out of my thoughts and brings me back to the present. Thanks for helping me earlier. No problem. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner about the social death thing. It's okay. It'd be a weird thing to explain, right? Yeah, so weird. If he was here before Scarlet, he must know a lot more about this place than she does. Maybe sticking with him was the right call. I can ask him all sorts of things. Is he the right person to talk to? Yeah, let's chat with him. Yeah, Celadon is the nicest guy here. He's not intimidating like the others. Hey, let's talk. Sure, Ash. Is there something in particular you wanted to talk about? Everything that's happened, I guess? Yeah. How are you feeling after all that? Probably a lot to take in, huh? Death called us miserable losers. A little harsh, right? Yeah, I'm not really miserable, but they're right about me not having any friends. Well, I'll be your friend. You helped me out, after all. I'm struck by his warmth. He seems so genuine. Can I call you Donnie? Please? Anything but that. We share a laugh and continue chatting. I tell him about myself, how most of my life has revolved around my illness, being hospitalized, how I haven't had any visitors in over a year. That must have been what marked my social death. My family, everyone, I was dead to them. First to think about, so I changed the subject. What was your life like? How long have you been here? You know, I'm not really sure how long it's been. Scarlet's the only one with a watch. It doesn't get dark. The days must really blend together, huh? It's probably been a few years. Could you ask Dad to find out? They don't like me very much. He sits in one of the chairs and I take the one beside him. My life before this was, I don't know, run my own business, had a wife, thought my family cared about me. But I went into debt. No matter how much effort I put into my job, I just sunk deeper and deeper. I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do, working hard, hustling, you know? His breath grows unsteady. I don't know what to say, so I keep listening. When she handed me the divorce papers, I thought, great, now I can spend more time selling products. My whole family stopped talking to me. I didn't know what I did wrong. Those products help people, but my mom called it a scam. But it's not a scam. They're health supplements. I use them myself. You have enough people in your downline, you can make thousands of dollars a week. You just have to keep recruiting. And it's fun. You get to work from home and talk to people you never would have talked to before. It's the kind of work you can even do from a hospital bed. Heck, you might feel better if you take them yourself. Health supplements? The company's called You Thrive. Get it? Because it makes you thrive? His mood changed really suddenly. I've never really heard of this company, but it sounds important to him. Ash, when we get out of here, I'll send you a sample kit. You can try it for yourself. That's okay. I shouldn't be taking supplements without my doctor's permission. That's what's great about You Thrive. It doesn't interfere with any medications. It just boosts your immune system along with many other benefits. This is getting weird. Why is he giving me a sales pitch when we might be stuck in the afterlife forever? Celadon, I'm healthy, so it doesn't make any sense that I died. Now he seems back to normal. So the social death thing, that must be it, because no one talks to me anymore. They all blocked my number. Do you scare everyone off with how intense he is about his job? It's pretty sad. Well, at least we have each other, right? We're not friendless losers anymore. Celadon smiles at me, then takes his hourglass from his pocket. He stares down at it with a great sadness in his eyes. The years he spent here doing this impossible trials, that must have taken its toll on him. Being this friendly, beneath this friendly exterior is a man on the verge of breaking. I've had his back, not knowing what else to do. He was to revive. Would he be able to make new friends? Would I? Maybe I can give him a bit of hope. Hey, let's help each other. The thing about social life is, it starts as soon as you make even one friend. And we're friends now! So, when we get out of here, all we have to do is stay friends in the real world. Ash. Just know I was wondering what would happen if I broke this thing. He slips his hourglass back in his pocket. Thank you, and I'll do my best to pass the next trial. After saying goodbye to Celadon, I decide to look around on my own for a while. Where should I go? To the morgue. Might as well ask Death for more information on this hourglass stuff. Hydration break. I steel myself and press the button labeled B2. When the elevator doors open, Death's scythe drops in through the small gap like a guillotine. The blade sticks in the floor, set a couple inches deep. It takes me a moment to register what happened. And God, it wasn't standing right there! Once the door fully opens, they jostle the handle and swing their weapon back over their shoulder casually. I've been expecting you. To kill me? Nah, wanna hang out? You're not gonna swing your scythe at me anymore, right? Don't be such a baby, follow me. I gotta have a choice. Death brings me back to the morgue, but the atmosphere has completely changed. Is this a different room? It's my room. How did that get out so fast? This place looks extremely lived in, from the half-eaten bags of snacks on the floor to the controller scattered near the beanbag chair. Magic. Don't worry about it. Right, I should know better than ask, considering I've also seen them fly. The big screen TV catches my attention. There's a tantalizing lineup of all the latest game consoles below it. Are we gonna play video games or something? I'm getting a little excited now. The only games I had in the hospital were on my favorite childhood handheld. Des strides over to controllers on the floor and picks one of them up. We're gonna play GTA 5. GTA? Glorious Devil's Avarice. Have you not heard of that? Oh, the kids on the street I grew up on had one of those games. I watched them play it. The Sin Town one, I think? Yeah, it's the old one. 5's cooler. It's got way better graphics. How do you play? In single player. You just watch. Wow, what fun. How long am I gonna be stuck here hanging out with them? Death turns the console on and boots up the game. The graphics really are better than Sin Town's. In GTA, you play as a devil girl named Lucy. She's like if Lucifer were a sexy lady. It's a raunchy game that appeals to edgy preteens and middle schoolers. In the case of my childhood friends, their parents didn't seem to understand the rating system and bought it out of ignorance. There's the main story mode, but I think most people play the game for the sandbox aspect. You can pick up guns, steal cars, and kill people. It takes place in hell, so I guess you're killing other sinners? I don't think it's the kind of game with deep lore attached to it. Death loads a save and shows me their character. Lucy's dressed in cargo pants and a bikini top with a huge rifle on her back. She looks absolutely ridiculous, but the over-the-top aesthetic of the game is kind of the selling point. Check this out, they say, equipping a huge rocket launcher. They fire at a gas station, then walk toward the camera in slow motion for dramatic effect. The explosions in this game are so realistic. Actually, I've never seen an explosion in real life, so maybe they're not? They look more real than the ones from the previous game anyway. Comment how cool it was while Death cackles away, stealing a fast-looking car and evading Hell's police force. They're having a great time. Wait, how long do I have to watch them play this? The clock is ticking on this hourglass situation. Hey Death, can you pause? Why? Well, I was wondering when you were gonna give out more trials? Death hits pause on the controller and turns to me. Why? I mean, I haven't gotten one yet. You haven't given me my hourglass either? That's because you don't have one. I don't? I'll give you a trial later. Anyone watch me play GTA or not? Is it okay if I don't? Do whatever you want. Damn, pause your game. I'll take that as my cue to leave. I make my way back to the elevator, feeling a bit drained. I figured it's best for me to just go back to the room I woke up in this morning, if it even was morning. I press the button and the doors close. I find Scarlet leaning against the wall in the hallway where we first met. Maybe she comes up here to think. It is nice and quiet. She notices me right away thanks to the wheels of my IV stand rolling across the tile floor. And once we make eye contact, I give a little wave and a smile, trying to act friendly. Oh, Ashley. Hey, so we're not dead after all, huh? She was the one to tell me I was dead in the first place, but Death made it sound like she knew otherwise. It's been bothering me, honestly. So they say. After a moment of silence, I realize I'm gonna have to be the one to force this conversation. You, knew that it was a social death, didn't you? I don't believe I knew anything about this place. Her tone carries a mix of annoyance and exhaustion. You can't trust anything Death says. All they want is to keep us all under their thumb. This hourglass thing might be part of that. You think so? Maybe. She holds up her hourglass, turning it sideways. There is no way to confirm that this has anything to do with whatever life I have left. In fact, I'm certain that in my case, it doesn't. How can you be sure? I know that I'm dead, Ashley. Her tone is cold and intense, a little frightening even. That doesn't make it okay to lie to me. My voice wavers. I'm horrible at confrontation, but she backs down anyway. If you had just explained it differently, like how Death did a social death is a lot easier for me to accept than my actual literal death, you know? But what if that's the lie? What then, Ashley? We don't know that it is. I mean, how do you know you're really dead? Because I was murdered. Scarlet slips the hourglass into her pocket and enters the room beside us. If that's the case, she had every reason to believe Death was lying. She just didn't want to get my hopes up. I followed her inside to apologize. Scarlet stands at the other side of the room, gazing out the window into the endless void. Scarlet? I'm sorry. You were right about Celadon's trial, too. I should have just trusted you. You think I'm a cold-hearted bitch. What? That's not true. She can be a little mean, but a bitch? I wouldn't think that at all. I get it all the time. I'm sure people would admire my personality more if I were a man. You're not a bitch, Scarlet. Anyone who calls you that just sucks. You're a good girl, Ashley. She sighs, letting go of the tension from before. I'm sorry for making you feel like I lied to you. Let's share information. Properly this time. Yeah, whatever helps us get out of here. Scarlet starts by showing me her hourglass. It's nearly full to the top, meaning she has plenty of time to revive. According to Death, anyway. I wasn't given an hourglass, so there's no telling how much time I have. But if Scarlet's still doing just fine after 3 months, maybe I don't need to worry about it so soon. Knowing the deadline might only make me panic in the end, so we decided to forget about it for now. Scarlet folds her arms and leans back against the window. The other thing I should tell you is, this isn't a hospital. Oh yeah, Celadon mentioned that before, how it looks different to everyone. So then, what is this place to you, Scarlet? To me, it's an office building, the one I used to work at. Scarlet goes into another one of her speeches, although this one feels far less rehearsed. Before she was killed, she was forced to quit her job. She doesn't say what the job was exactly, but there was some kind of scandal caused by her boss, and she was unknowingly complicit in it. All she did was shred some papers like she was told. That got her stalked by journalists, and there was all this public outrage. I'm almost surprised I hadn't heard of whatever this case was, but it's not like I watched the news. Scarlet delivers her story coldly, without a hint of emotion attached. She sounds tired of it all. I don't want to push her with more questions, but I don't get this at all. So then, if your boss was the bad guy here, why were they coming after you instead? God knows, Ashley, if I call it misogyny, they'll accuse me of dodging culpability. None of my friends wanted anything to do with me. They didn't want the trouble. Some of them even believed those articles. I was getting harassed on the street. I could barely leave my apartment. Social death, meaning all of her relationships were destroyed. What about your family? My mother passed away when I was young, and I haven't spoken to my father since I was a teenager. We never got along. I may as well not have a family. Maybe it's better that way. I would have become targets because of me. Because of you. Were you only in that situation because of your boss? It's unfair, isn't it? I ignore the rumors about him. We even used to get along. It turns out, he's just another shitty, abusive white man in a long line of shitty, abusive white men. Hating him is easy. It's boring. Me, on the other hand, I'm a traitor to my entire gender. I'm despicable. Traitor, but what? This all sounds so extreme. Because I'm the one who destroyed the evidence. It doesn't matter that I didn't know what was on those papers. Everyone believes I must have known. I just taken the time to look through them. If I hadn't been so buried in work, I could have realized what they were. Bastard! I'm just the last in the line of women whose lives he ruined. Scarlet sighs again, much heavier this time. This is so painful to think about. You'd think after a few months away from it all, I could just laugh about it. How could anyone laugh about any of that? It led to you getting killed, didn't it? Something like that. Her murder must have been related to this, right? I thought that's why she was telling me. Anyway, I'd rather not dwell on it. When I revive, I'll be starting completely over. Starting over, like a whole new life. That's the plan. There's no salvaging my old life. I'm dead. But that doesn't mean I have to be me and the Scarlet, or maybe I can change my name to Rouge or something. You should keep Scarlet. Abandon your name. That's too sad. You should keep it. I'd like to, but I don't think that's possible. I'd rather not let my old life haunt me. But I like the name Scarlet. All that aside, let's stay focused on where we are now. Right. Finding a way to revive. Well, listen, Scarlet, Celadon and I are gonna help each other. Maybe if we work together, we can beat death. Celadon, huh? You think that earnestly doing those trials is going to get you anywhere? I mean, I know it hasn't worked for him so far, but he hasn't had any help until now. And, you know, if we're really here because our social lives were over, don't you think that making friends is the way out? No, I don't think so. Huh? Life isn't sunshine and rainbows, Ashley. The power of friendship won't save the day here. But we'd be stronger as a team, and maybe we could... Did you forget I was murdered? You really think teamwork can bring back the dead? She makes it sound so childish. Am I wrong to think we can save each other? No, there has to be some secret to this afterlife that only death has access to. The source of their powers. If you want to cast your bet with Celadon, go right ahead. I'm not wasting my time on any more trials. Scarlet. She leaves the room and I'm standing alone and dejected. When I get back to the lobby, Celadon is sitting right where I left him. Oh, hey Ash, did you have fun exploring the place? Yeah, sorta. I talked to the others. How'd that go? Scarlet doesn't want to help us, and Death was only interested in playing video games. There's games here? They didn't let me play. Huh. If they did, it'd probably be for a trial anyway. I mean, it's too bad about Scarlet, though. We all have the same goal. We should just work together. She said, the power of friendship won't save the day. She's not going to do any trials. What What does she have against the power of friendship? It's helping me stay hopeful, at least. Yeah, me too. As silence hangs between us for a moment, Celadon looks to the ceiling and sighs. Can I be honest with you, Ash? Sure. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off staying here. What do you mean? I woke up tomorrow and had to go back to my normal life. Back to my messy apartment, frozen meals, paying bills, selling products. Back to credit card debt. Oh god, it's been such a relief not having to worry about my financial situation. But you're doing the trial so you can revive, right? That's the goal? It is? Even though my life was a mess, I can't just abandon it, right? What would I do if I actually stayed here? It's really been here for years. That messy life he's talking about must feel so far away. Mine still feels like I only just lost it. Is there anything you miss from the real world? Miss showering? Showering? I haven't found any bathrooms at all in this place. Isn't that weird? Not that we need them. Oh, you're right. There aren't even any sinks, are there? My hair never gets greasy. I haven't felt sweaty, even with all the running I've done. But technically I haven't showered in years. I don't stink, do I? No, you don't smell like anything. Good, good. I still feel like I want to shower again. I miss that refreshing feeling of being all warm and clean. I can't relate. I've always hated showering. What, really? How come? Just sucks. Having to get used to the changing temperatures is so uncomfortable. I can't stand up for that long. Well, normally, I mean, I don't get tired here. Huh. Guess being here has its benefits. That's interesting. TV screens above us suddenly flash a bright, staticky white. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Calling all losers. I thought some trials for y'all. Come downstairs to get started. Screens switch off in unison as abruptly as they turned on. Celadon and I exchanged looks. Are you ready? No, but we should probably go anyway. Well, that little transition-y screen feels like a good point to call it. So I'm probably gonna split this in two with each of those transitions. Thank you for watching now. Thank you, Serenity Forge, for the code. We will see what these trials are next time. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe click the bell for notifications. Also, be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out. Get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!